Hey guys, Aileen here. I know that the title or the thumbnail might say DIY, hormone replacement therapy, HRT, is not technically DIY, but if you're in my situation and you're having a really hard time finding a doctor in your area, I just moved somewhere new and I lost my amazing doctor because I left her in the city I used to live. She wouldn't move with me. Go figure. Anyhow, I was running out of my HRT. Previously, we would get my blood drawn every 6 months and base the numbers of my hormones. We would base my HRT on that. And so if it needed to be adjusted, it would be adjusted and all that. That was for a couple of years. I did it that way. When I moved from Arizona to Florida, I had a really hard time finding a doctor. Still haven't found one. Kind of sucks. Still working on it. And I was panicking because I know what it's like when I'm not on HRT. My brain doesn't work right. My skin is super itchy. Everything just, the world falls apart when my hormones are not balanced. I have something called premature ovarian failure, which caused my body to go into basically perimenopause at age 30. Took about 4 years of struggling and suffering to figure out what was going on and to find the solution, which was for me HRT. So when I was facing the possibility of coming off of that and not having something to replace it, I was freaking out, understandably, and you would be too. So I looked into all of the options of what I could find to piece together something that might replace my current HRT replacement, my current HRT regimen without causing too much uproar. What I found was a company called Winona, and that is, there we go, Winona Pharmacies, right there. I will link them below because, I mean, basically it's going to be a review of them and a few other things that I pieced together to make my HRT customized or DIY, whatever, however you want to call it. So what it consists of is a cream, the transdermal cream, which is similar to what I had before. You put 2 pumps of it on your skin, you rub it in, and then you wash your hands really good, because if you don't, you can transfer the hormones to your pets or your loved ones or anything you come in contact with, and that's not good. Like if you touch a doorknob and then someone else touches that doorknob, they could get your hormones. Anyways, bad things happen if somebody who's not supposed to be taking hormones is exposed to them. So you want to make sure that you're always washing your hands really good after you put this on. And then also a DHEA tablet. Previously, I had testosterone in my HRT cream because my numbers are almost non-existent. And I don't know if you guys know that females actually do make testosterone naturally. So if you don't make it, you do have to replace it to have your natural levels. DHEA is a way for you to encourage your body to make its own. And so far, I've not noticed too many side effects of going off of the testosterone and going to the DHEA. So I will say I have been on this regimen for almost 3 months. So I do feel like it's been long enough for me to tell you about it. One, they are amazing. You're going to log in, you're going to talk to a doctor, you're going to give them all your information, your background. They're going to see if you are a candidate for HRT. This is not going to be for if you're male and you want to be female. This is not for that. Sorry. This is for if you are female and you are unbalanced and you need to get back to balance. This is not personally formulated. It is uniform. I believe that if I wasn't feeling balanced with this, we could go back and tweak it a little bit, but they're not going to be doing it based on my levels like I was before. And I was worried about that. I was thinking, this is not gonna work for me because it's not personalized. However, I found a few things to go with it that help with that as well. So this is the basis of my HRT. It's the cream and the DHEA. And yes, my bottle is empty. I'll show you why in a minute. But that's the beginning. For me, I also have super bad heartburn. Like from the moment that my hormones started to unbalance, it was ridiculous. Even water gave me heartburn. So I started taking apple cider vinegar tablets, and that actually started before I turned 30, the heartburn, and the apple cider vinegar has been going for that long. I hate the taste of apple cider vinegar and the smell. Cannot stand it. So I use these tablets instead. They smell like it when you open the bottle, but it doesn't taste like it. You're not going to burp it up later. None of that. I've been taking these for 10 years. People always ask me, do they help with weight loss? I don't know. I don't take them for weight loss, so I can't say. I can say that they help me not get bit by mosquitoes, though, which is a weird side effect. I guess they can smell it in your blood. People can't, though. If I was walking around smelling like apple cider vinegar, I would not be taking these. So that's the second part of my regimen. And then the third part is Primal Queen. And these are beef organ supplements. These are made from female beef organs. So like fallopian tubes and uterus, and I don't even remember what else. They're beef organ supplements. So if you've, I don't know, it's hard to explain why this helps, but it does. And it comes in this nice little glass jar. There's a really weird thing about them. Typically, these kind of supplements smell really bad. It's organs. If you've ever been near anybody cooking organ meat, holy crap, they stink. My husband went through a carnivore phase a couple years ago where he bought and cooked and ate organ meat, and our house stunk to high heaven. It was disgusting. So I was worried about these. However, they put mint in the mixture. So I can tell that it's beef organs. I can tell because there's a little bit of an underlying smell to it, but the overpowering smell is mint. And when I first got these, I tried one per day for the first month. I never like to go full in all the way on supplements. I like to ease my way in. So now I'm up to taking 2 per day. And I put all of my little supplements in here. You see my 2 apple cider vinegars, my 2 Primal Queen beef organs, and then my 1 DHEA. It's all right there. So that gets taken with my breakfast, which is currently 3 eggs and 1 apple. If you haven't watched that video, watch it. It's a wonderful breakfast. And if you're struggling with diet, 3 eggs and 1 apple is a great thing to try. Anyhow, that's it. I have not noticed a resurgence of hot flashes. I have not noticed a resurgence or return of night sweats. I have not had increased forgetfulness or cognitive weirdness. I haven't had brain fog. I haven't had all of the things. My skin is fine. Well, I mean, it's never fine. It's always messed up, but not any more than it was before. So I will say Winona, Primal Queen, and my apple cider vinegar tablets are my own DIY HRT. 100% supporting me in the ways that I need to be supported. And if you are feeling unbalanced, I would say, first of all, I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving you medical advice. My personal advice would be for you to go to a doctor and get your levels taken so you can see if you are indeed out of balance. And then I would get this thing right here. But if that's not possible, if you're not able to go to a doctor and get your levels checked, go ahead and go to the website. You'll be talking to a doctor. It's not going to cost you anything. And if you're not a candidate, they're going to tell you what to do instead. They're going to tell you, well, this or that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what they're going to tell you. But I would try it out. I would check it out. Life is just too short to suffer through things that we don't need to suffer through because things are not working in our bodies. So that's it. I hope this was helpful to you. If you know somebody who's dealing with hormonal imbalance or perimenopause or any of that stuff, and you think this might be helpful to them, please feel free to share it with them. And if you have any questions that I didn't cover in this video, drop them below. I will do my very best to keep an eye on the comments and answer as soon as possible. All right, bye.